Okay, so I'm going to show you this little tutorial on how to convert your mission in a flat image into a vertical for light painting. So I'm going to assume that you've already traced out your drawing in Google Earth and you've traced it all out and it's ready to export. So save it as a KML file. So this is one I did of the UK the other day. So I'm going to save this. I'm just going to replace the old one. So once you've saved that, go into the mission hub and we're going to import from where you've saved it, wherever that is, into Litchi. So there we are. I think I had it there already, but we've imported it again. So this is our flat image. That was an export from Google Earth, and now we're going to save this as a CSV file. So download your CSV file, go to downloads, open that in Excel. So this is our mission, and we've got all of the details about the mission in there, but the only thing that we're really interested in is latitude, longitude. Don't really need the altitude at the moment because we're going to replace that. So copy and paste all of the longitude, latitude information into the vertical calculation. So that goes into these two columns here. So take that. I think these are actually the same because I was working on this one anyways. So we have our latitude, we have our longitude, and what we want to do is we want to make sure that this row H, which is going to be the same throughout, is identical. So what I've done is I've taken the first latitude figure, put it into H, and then I've pasted it all the way down here. I mean, you could pick any of these. I think I always use the first one or two, depending upon which, but let's just choose this one just to show you all how this works. And you can see that as I'm doing this, the value on M is changing, the altitude. So it's doing a calculation. I don't know how it does it, but it does. So we're going to paste all of these down here so that all the values are exactly the same for our latitude. If your mission is more than 66 waypoints, for example, then you will need to ensure that you have column G expanding down for as many waypoints as you have. So obviously your latitude figure will go all the way down and your longitude figure will go all the way down to as number of waypoints you have. So that could be 99, whatever. M, column M. So here we can see it's got 70 in here, and this is what got me to start with, because when I originally got this file it was at 120 and my light paintings were going up to 250 meters, which was nuts. That 70 relates to meters, the number of meters that the mission is set at. 70 seems to be quite a good value, depending upon how big your painting is going to be. That could stretch up. So this one, you can see I've got 104 meters, 105 meters. That's the tallest that I think this goes to, and it drops all the way down to about 35 meters. So you don't want to make your painting too big because it's not on a horizontal plane now, it's on a vertical plane. So that's one thing just to remember, that don't make it too big, otherwise it'll be huge and the mission itself will be too tall potentially. So you can change this. If you want to change it to 80, change that to 80, and you'll need to copy and paste one by one all the way down so that these figures will update to the new altitude that you've set. So you can see that they're changing, and you just want to make sure that where we've got G17, H17, I17, we are picking out the right. So we're on 17. Normally when you just copy and paste one by one, it updates, it takes the right rows and columns and does it all for you. So, but I'm just going to change this back to 70 because it's a good altitude for this particular one. And just paste these back in. So keeping all of these to 70. And there we are. So you can see now these ones are all 70 as I scroll down through all the different waypoints. Okay, so next we want to take the single latitude figure that we've taken. So these are all the same. And we're going to take them and we're going to go back to our downloaded Litchi mission and paste them in latitude so that they are all the same. The longitude figure we haven't played with, so just leave that as it is. That should be the same. And now we want to take the altitude, copy all of this, and then go to your mission and paste. Now you need to do a special paste in here. And we're going to paste the values and click OK. So this now has a single latitude figure and the converted altitude figure, which will make this into a vertical mission. So we'll save this, continue, and then we're going to go back to the mission hub. We're going to go import, choose, go to downloads, mission 3, import, and now, as you can see, it's converted it into a vertical. Now we can check this, and one thing you want to make sure is obviously you've set your camera position up right. This is the point where you can now rotate. So we want to spin it round, you want to move it into position. So now I'm going to move this to where I would normally put it. I'm going to move my point of interest where my camera is. So let's just get rid of that. He says, so my camera is normally there. That seems like a good position. So yeah, let's just run with that. So to check this, and obviously you want to make sure that your drone is facing your POI. Export KML as 3D path. So save that and chuck that into Google Earth, and you should end up with, it's not working for some reason, hang on, let's just quit this, get rid of that. Okay, let's open Google Earth again. And why is it not working? Okay, so now we want to just check this, and we're going to export this. So we go to save as KML 3D path, and here we go. So this is our Litchi mission converted into a vertical, and we can check it now through here. So there it is, albeit the wrong way round actually. It wants to be the other way. So to do that, if you do find it's the wrong way round, just rotate it, spin it round, drag it back into position, and then move your POI to there, export again, go back into Google Earth. For some reason mine doesn't like loading new downloads straight away, so I have to close it and reopen it. And then we should now find out that it's the right way around for where my camera is going to be positioned. So let's zoom in, and there it is. So my camera position is normally here, and there it is. So that's how you convert it. It's quite easy, and once you understand about using this column here, I, are all the same, and you get your head around column M, which there really isn't anything to do apart from changing the altitude and making sure that every one of these has the same formula. It doesn't really change. It doesn't change it itself. You just make sure that they are. And obviously if you have more waypoints, you'll need to copy this further down and copy this one further down as well as you go down your waypoint numbers. And that's all there is to it. It works great. I've flown a number of missions on this, and it really does work. But just one thing to note is when you make your mission in Google Earth, you have to have it facing north. The conversion doesn't work if you build this facing any other way apart from north. You have to build it this way and then rotate it in Litchi. If you try and build something east-west or something, it won't work. It just doesn't. So build it first, or draw it or trace it, whatever, north to south, and then you rotate it later. So that's a key thing. I should have mentioned that at the beginning, really. But yeah. Any questions? Let me know.